with the amount of time that it's actually taken for them to get back into spot, their opponents are now watching for it. You can see Kellogg's flanks has already been spotted, but it doesn't necessarily matter because G2 are finding all of the kills.
Yeah, just running over them at this point. Good shot from Drake, and with the right clicks coming in, a couple of these players still going to be pretty low. I love the stun going through, the push right after. Bonkar caught up close, but they don't know he's here, and he'll jump through to catch that snake bite down, and this makes it a little bit easier in theory to take these players out, but with just 5 HP for Drake, and it's only a matter of time as Avova picks him up and the defuse already halfway. The first round will go to G2. Looking into those closer range angles, but Mixwell's now in trouble himself. Look where Yassine's made it to. He turns around at the wrong moment though, caught unaware. And that's going to be a two-man advantage for G2 to play with now.
Damn, Mixer almost got killed off just by the 2 shock darts alone. Leo almost pushing and pulling. Unfortunately, without that kill, it leaves them in a horrible spot. Bonker, 1v5, both players in front of him alone, but they're just spamming him straight through the smoke.
But the man advantage now swinging the attacker's way. It's going to make the rest of this a whole lot easier. What was that shot onto Kellogg's? Boombot coming in. Mixwell ignores it completely, taking the kills instead. And although he'll fall eventually, there's a decent little hold inside of Bath. Still a man disadvantage to play with in the late round, and Koldamenta's not taking a very favorable fight on range.
Yeah, this is looking incredibly shaky. I think a lot of it's going to come down to the flank of Avova. Koldamenta just a bullet away and hits the dink. But now it is left onto the clutch. Now, I remember there were some crazy statistics earlier about Avova in clutch situations. We'll see what he can do here. First goes his way. Now, bear in mind, Draken only has 4 HP remaining, but Leo won't even let it come down to his team. And already managing to trade things out fairly early. You're going to hear the showstopper coming through, although Yassine's getting delayed quite a bit. And actually, Nuke will pick him straight out of the air. He's low on HP, but he's still going strong. Already turning this into an advantageous position. With 45 seconds left, the spike was dropped for a moment, Mitch.
This should be Koldamenta's round.
That's the thing, this kill is absolutely everything. He's almost trying to fake it out by putting down the dart, but now Safe almost just has to try and stick this plant through, and knowing that he's going for it, even dying here wouldn't be a problem for Koldamenta. He's already won the round for his team. There isn't enough time for the plant, and well, there'll be a little bit of extra credits, but that's about it with Mixwell closing it. So G2 in the corner. The fact, though, that Guild have gone back in the other direction, though, leaves a lot of this onto Avova.
15 seconds left. They're pushing the B side. Avova has it all to do, and he's been spotted now, having to get out of the corner. Shock darts coming his way. 5 seconds are just about on the clock. The plant comes in. If Avova could have stopped it, the round was done, but now a retake has to be mounted. 2 versus 4. Nukia has a showstopper, but do you want to commit it? After spotting a player in the corner, he does, but Safe was already out of there. What was that shot? Okay, well, that makes up for it. Now the round is doable. I don't think they go for a save just yet. You're gonna try to force one more kill out of this, and all Guild need to do is avoid giving that duel over. And well, they've actually won the first one, so that's nice and clean. Team ace out of Guild, 5-2 we go. Mid players right now, and as Yassine makes a lot of noise, and oh, they've spotted him. They've spotted him and hunted him down as well. Good read by Kellogg's to go back and check that. Where do you go now? Guild, they're going to try to plant out in the open like that. There's so much utility still online for G2. They have all the angles to play with. Getting out of there is impossible. Kellogg's is just hunting them. And although he won't take Leo down, he's left him on 42 HP. It's very easy to clean on up. Yeah, I felt like Guild, they really ran into a brick wall there, stalled in the side, and then figured, hey, let's just go for it anyways. Unlikely to go G2's way. You look at all the factors going their way, but it feels like just a mistimed Hunter's Fury. They're safe down right away. Nukia peeking out this time on the B side. And the kills are swinging easily in their favor. With pistols in hand, Guild will realistically be lucky to get away with 2 kills. And although they've already dealt with the first and the operator is down, these players on B obviously much more conscious of it. That's why you see Kellogg's popping out the Trailblazer. Still has a flash to work with as well in case he wants to clear it out. And he'll be caught in the open. That wall now gives them cover to cross over towards side. And things get a little bit scary at this point. Oh, things get very scary with Mixwell going down. This is going to be horrendous if they end up falling behind in this one. The Hunter's Fury is at least good to find one, but Draken, well, having recovered the rifle, maybe stood a chance. The Mixwell's still on A. He was just putting his wall down for the retake. That's taken a long, long time. That's run a lot off the clock now. I mean, look, by the time they even make a move, It's already halfway. What? He's just gone on site with an operator like that. Blast packing in, punished immediately. Now the advantage is for Guild, and G2 have to rely on a big play coming out, and it absolutely doesn't. With 30 HP on 2 of their players, Guild get away with Nukia down in the final round as well. That's Showstopper taken out of the equation. Mixwell not on a good range to take that fight. As he falls, you've seen popping the reload, has a little bit of cover. 2 players here ready to take down kyedae. The nade was at his feet, holding inside the smoke. Safe is good for 1, and they'll easily close out of Ova as they're locking them out completely, giving G2 the edge and closing towards the site. Going for that plant. Down goes the orb, and there's nothing found. Leo in for a double, but Nukia returns it instantly. Kellogg's caught up close, is in trouble. He needs to keep this control for his teammates so he won't re-aggress around there. But as Nukia falls, the chances of this round going their way decrease exponentially. kyedae with 79 health, Kellogg's with 24. The time at least, they can run it down, but now they know exactly where kyedae is. Guild should be able to close this, going for the double peaks, but they go alone. Draken falls, the defuse on its way, but the recon's gonna reveal. Yassine sat down up close. And look at this swing out of kyedae, but Yassine luckily able to land it, keeping Guild alive. We'll see if anyone's going to actually be caught by that for now. It seems like G2 got away with it fairly clean, and Mixwell just comes running through the wall to catch an opening and a second at that. Sure, the Boombot takes him in the end, but he's created so much space for his team. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, no, that's awkward. Never mind. Guild right back in this one now as Kellogg's is all alone.
He's hit the shot, but he hasn't got himself the kill for it, and those Seekers will be available. At this point, not really much to find. He's still bringing them that little bit lower, but there is Draken to just close things out. 8-6.
That is a godsend for Guild. Flash through the wall. Yassine, oh, that's nice. But unfortunately, he's not able to connect anything with the recons that are coming on through. Safe in a little bit of a different scenario. Absolutely farming up a triple kill, and a flawless round in the end for Guild as up this A site.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of control, and actually, Nukia is going to be taken down almost instantly. kyedae trying to take a little bit of extra control, but Draken and Leo combine, and they're just pushing straight out. Leo with a triple kill in their bonus round, leaving Mixwell in a 1 versus 4 to try and turn this around. This youngster is unbelievable. A quad kill.
Lines for Guild to play with in this round, and already Yassine has been lit down to 5 HP. Nukia's nade is pinpoint accurate. They're going to lock out long, push into sight, and this is looking incredible. Showstopper used up. Why not? Trying to seize the space, find a kill down below, and there it is. Nukia able to eliminate Safe. The follow-up isn't there, though, as Leo starts to dominate on this site. Draken in with another. That puts G2 on the back foot once more, but and a big downside here is not... Oh, they've used a drone very early. They're not actually going to be able to clear out this ultimate, and Avova can easily sneak back into it. That is a strange enough scenario. Mixwell's caught, though. Down goes the Viper's Pit, and Avova has it all to do. A much more difficult time for him this time around, and Leo will shut it down before it even gets started. Plenty of time left to get that defuse, I believe. Gonna be those corners that he can take down right here and now. Getting the plant's gonna be difficult, but as we said, Cosmic Divide, that gives the opportunity. It's actually a deep Cosmic Divide. They're looking to get aggressive. Yassine taking down Nukia with the ultimate, and although a couple of kills are going the way of Guild, G2 have rotated fully. They're looking for the B site now, and they're gonna run right onto an open site and a free plant.
Yeah, the heals will at least come through for Guild, so they'll have much more of an opportunity in this retake. The shock dart doing a little bit extra damage, though. Taking Yassine back down, he needs to use up the last of those heals just to give him something into this round. And they're actually going to double up, try and take him on, face him individually, and the trade is decent. It will give them an extra gun, give Mixor something to play with in this 2v2 situation. Avova a little bit wary that there could be someone coming in from behind, but he's spotting them as they run through, already leaving it down to just one. And G2, after a long hiatus from the board,
together and try to make this push happen, but Guild have got the read. They're rotating around. Even still, though, they've lost Safe. They've spotted Leo towards the back of the site. G2 are in a really good position, but out of absolutely nowhere, Leo pulls up a triple kill, and this is looking like the round might be done and dusted. 10 seconds left for kyedae to attempt the push onto site, but he's not going to even go for it. Just the operator pulled up, and he'll be out of there.
It's not quite the retake if they didn't take it in the first place.
That is the point, isn't it? Yeah, you don't even get the side.
Oh, God. I have to say, there's been a few things about this defensive side from Guild that I've...
2 players at a minimum spotted by that Tiger. Grav well in play, recon up above, and it's actually going to get a scan off as well. They know there's a player on the backside. Mixwell hunting him down, but Draken turns and takes a double. The shock dart dealing with him right afterwards, but out comes Safe, and he will keep the round safe. The lead safe as Guild go 12-9.
Thus far, it has been anything but a failure. A single round is all they've managed so far, and they are being picked apart once again. Just 2 men standing to try and hold on to this, make that one of over. I mentioned it earlier, he's known for his clutches, but this is impossible.
Yeah, a little bit too much to ask. I think that's fair to say. At this point, we have to be looking at a map for Guild and a very impressive start in this series. One that I have to say, I was counting them out of at least this map. I was happy to favor G2 overall, but here we are, 1-0.
Has to come in from other angles, and this is going to make things a hell of a lot more difficult for G2.
Yeah, oh, nice shot by Nukia. The hot hands in towards the window. They'll close the distance now and look to take the fight to them, but a spray through the smoke gives Safe the first kill. That flash perfectly timed, really, for the opponents as it goes on through as the smoke fades up close. Vova won't get anything done, and it is Guild with the pistol. For Guild with this plant, you expect it to be a relatively clean round. G2 will try to waterfall on them, catch a little bit of a flank there by Nukia, but ain't gonna work. And all this dive out of heaven. It's a desperate attempt to get something, and they do get quite a lot done, actually. 2 kills under their belt, and these players are incredibly low. So obviously they won't get much done afterwards, but hey, 2 kills was all right in that situation.
Yeah.
This is a nasty position by kyedae, but it's not one that I expect them to leave unchecked. And to be honest, it looked like he headshot him there, but I think a little bit late on the left click, brother.
Yeah, if he right-clicked, then he definitely.
Well, then he's really in trouble. Yeah.
Or he has some weird binds that I just don't want to talk about. Now, there is a very real scenario where they just opt to actually just save these 2 rifles once again. It wouldn't be ideal, but again, if you have a couple of players still yet to upgrade on the other side, or for example, Safe, you're basically just giving them even more weaponry than they already had. Bonker just going to be holding this angle. Pop flashes again, like the delaying of Guild has been phenomenal, and well, Nukia, he's just being held back, but he still manages to get 2 kills. This was looking over, and now Avova's coming in on the flank as well, leaving this down to just 1 man, and somehow they make this retake work.
Round there, I think that's the main concern for them right now. Hunter's Fury is activated. Okay, it's looking for a couple of tags in here. A little bit of team damage on that one as well. Bonkar, the teleport on the back site. Paranoia. Oh, now they are spraying him away. Luckily, though, he's dodging all the damage to start with, and not to end with. Mixwell in for the first. A low HP Safe on back site. Shouldn't really be lasting all too much longer, and there he's dropped again. Bonkar, he gets them lighting up through the smoke. Easy peasy for Guild. What a well-placed recon out of... He's caught down on mid. They've managed to avoid that, run it back. kyedae gets dropped on that fight on mid. Kellogg's hoping for an angle. Ooh, he had it. He had pre-aimed it right on his head. The crosshair placement was perfect, but he flicked away Tom at the last second. Unfortunate.
I like that. Guild not overcommitting. They throw a lot in, and then it baits out the run it back. It baits out all of the utility, and then they just sit and wait for players to push, finding 2 kills. Mixwell is going to be blinded up, but playing the close angle. It's not too much of a detriment. Gets the timing on the peak, but unfortunately the weapon's not there. Avova can't quite correct his spray fast enough, and Nukia, well, he couldn't really be further away.
A triple crossfire all by yourself is never going to be the easiest, and Draken makes quick work of him to put 5 on the board for Guild. Deadly with a tag onto Leo and Safe low as well. This is a great start for G2, but he gets caught in the open. Still good for a kill, and a quick trade by kyedae as now a 2v4 presents itself.
If they can get rid of him, maybe there's a chance for them in this round, and while Draken is going to isolate it, but yeah, distracted by the turret.
There it is. Oh, well. Not quite the right one, unfortunately. Paranoia ready, prime, Bonkar. Not gonna get it done. Even blinded up, Nuki's able to hit that shot, the pre-fire, and the run around the corner. G2, that's not gonna find anything on that. Showstopper used up. Kellogg's under pressure. It's already used. Oh, Kellogg's goes around the cloudburst, catching them completely off guard. Even though he's tagged up, he did not back down from that fight. As Safe picks up the spike, he has Seekers and a flash to play with, but he's going in for the dry peek. No way!
God,
no
so damn
way! He just shock darted him from long!
Kill, this is going to make things at least that little bit awkward. The timing though for Draken, he needs to go for the kill. Now, and he gets all of them! before he gets detained. Draken, that is unbelievable. They've tried to bait them in, but the fact is, it's going to come down to this 1 versus 1. If Draken gets this kill, it could be over, but Kellogg's instead. Now with 20 seconds left, they need to clear this man, and we're seeing him step up once again, turning it into 15 seconds for this site to be cleared. The paranoia is strong, but koler lands the shot. Leo and Yassine trying to turn it back, and Yassine has brought it into a possible position, but he has to go for the plant, and it just isn't happening. The kill may come through, but Avova is far enough away. Again, it comes down to individual brilliance for G2 as they will grant a 3rd round.
And even then,
they've also put the Tiger
forward,
and it's so perfect. Kellogg's has got to be so confused at this stage. They're catching every single player as they look to push. This default couldn't be any better, and they'll even get the final frag on Yassine. He played a lurk as a raise.
Playing the map very well, pushing and pulling their opponents into a position that they want them to be in, and this is what we've seen a couple of times so far. Draken making his way towards this A site while the rest of the team makes presence elsewhere on the map. He sneaks in, grabs that control, and now the team is pretty much free to go and get that plant in. G2 don't have a lot to fight back into this one with just sheriffs, and water falling out of heaven with sheriffs, less than ideal. Okay, I like this. The corner's going to be Molly. They've got to make a move quickly, though, if they want to capitalize off that free map control. And, well, they haven't.
Yeah, Safe may have had to move, but he's just going to kill everyone. He's got Leo alongside him. Down, they've got 3 players on this side, and Yassine is already pushing all the way through into the corner. He's got a couple of teammates to support him, but Kellogg's has landed the shot, leaving Bonker as the solo defender. The flash over the top will leave Kellogg slightly blind, but the shots just can't be connected this time by Bonker. And ooh, it's aggressive, but he will survive for now.
Spike planted.
A lot of low HP players on this. Gets me a little bit scared as Safe comes around the corner. He spotted 2. Hell, I mean, they've already damaged up a lot of these players anyway, so exits don't really matter that much, and you're playing for a neural theft.
Headshot.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say a neural theft sucks, actually,
talking,
Tom. Does he still have paranoia on? He does still have paranoia as well. And that's going to be very scary now as this util comes through. The paranoia popped. That's going to basically burn down their flash, but also negate the gravitational well. Yassine on top. Good to trade out for 2. Mixwell's 10 HP, don't forget. That leaves it pretty much all down to Avova to get this one done.
At least this time there aren't going to be any shock darts available to them to try and deny this plant. But already being picked apart. Solid retake from Guild. 3 players surviving versus the bonus, especially when there's a Blade Storm. It's work out for G2, but you can see that rotation coming through. And Draken's actually dropped the only player on long, so this becomes almost a one-pronged push. Avova does at least manage to take one with him, but the spike has gone down off the back of the showstopper.
And Avova's super low now as well. Gonna be in a tough spot. That was Nuki with a good opportunity. You know, if he gets the plant there, still has his flashes, he can start fighting for some control. Instead, it's gonna be dry peaks. And difficult duels for them all the way through. The recon not gonna reveal anything for them, but kyedae blind fires into Yassine towards this side, and they haven't got any control, nor do they have any information to play with. kyedae tucked in the corner, and his teammates able to swing right after. He's not needed, though. A 4K out of kyedae.
He could be dead very quickly, but that might be the most Yassine thing I've ever seen. Kellogg's, this is risky, but he manages to get out of there alive. Maybe not for much longer, taking so much damage on the way out, but he's garnered the control and come out with a kill.
Yeah, and the instant updraft avoided the nano swarm as well. He was about to die to that if he sat in it for just a second longer. Here's the dropout after the flash. Bonkar, the one to pick it up with the classic in hand, now starting to skirt around the edge and try to get more done. But the classic, well, it doesn't matter if you flank.
I think they're all equal because I don't think we've seen anything from the running back so far.
Very true, yeah. Oh, Kellogg's is in their face, man!
What?
The dash out of this guy, and then he dies with his knife out. Okay, well, that's an interesting turn of events. The run it back coming through yet again, but Bonkar is going to deal with it right away. The paranoia perfect. The smoke down on left side buys him a little bit of space to play around. They have no more flashes, actually, so he can't really make the play outside of that. He's Shrouded stepped in the open. I cannot explain that one, Tom. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that and pretend it didn't happen because Safe is trying to make a play back into this. But now he's lit to 9 HP and dealt with right away. Draken still with the neural theft online, so he could win the round, Tom.
Of course, it's known for its damage dealing.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, 1 versus 3. He has a chance to fight onto Nuclear, but he's not going to give him that opportunity. And Kellogg's, it seems like he's come online over the last few rounds. Instantly, every single one of them begins to move to come in for this retake. A kill is important, though, and Nuclear is going to finally find the opener. There's only 20 seconds left, and they might actually just try and deny the plant, at least for now, and that is what they'll do.
The plant's going to come in the end, but it has bought them that extra time. How did Nuclear win that fight? A 180 onto a player already spraying him, and it was safe at that. He's even conscious of this rotate coming through. The flank by Draken does connect. And there's the neural theft activated for what I think is the first time on this map. Coming into the home stretch, you've seen right on through the smoke, quickly dealt with this round as G2's. There's no way the Guild buy their way back into this one, and they're realizing that themselves, now running away to save these weapons through for the next. G2 will hit double digits. And this map keeps on getting closer.
It almost has become a game of chess. Like, it's who's going to make that first move, who's going to then try and make that correction to rotate back. And Guild, they take a pretty big gamble onto the A site based off maybe expecting their opponents to fall back and then go back for the A site once again, a fairly common strategy.
Push up close. Kellogg surely doesn't just run in on this. There's absolutely no way. He's challenging him, and he's already dealt with Draken. There's going to be the hundreds. Oh no, that is a disaster. You see, somehow post-showstopper miss is able to connect a kill. Satchels, shock darts, everything going towards Mixwell. Now Leo on the backside needs to hold on, and he's good for a double kill. Gordamenta, the last man standing, falls and puts Guild at 12-10. Map and series point. We are one round away.
The Cypher utility will hold down C anyway, as Guild have made the adaptations. Mixwell still in this corner. Is Yassine, is he going to overextend?
That's the question, right? Holding up here is just fine. He has to clear the corner as he comes around, and Yassine gets the jump. That's Mixwell gone. A player lost. Over on long, what a shot out of Kellogg's, the jump peak. Not quite quick enough. This man is on fire, but so is Leo. Shutting him down, and Yassine now in the corner is going to be spotted. They know he's here, but he swings, and that is not expected. Poor Avova, 1v3 to try and stay alive. G2 will not make it happen. Guild are going to the grand finals, and G2 are out of the VCT.
I think coming in today, if you had told me that Guild were not only going to dominate Footballist, but then come through and not only